Hello, how are we all getting on? Back again with yet another video. You'll be sick of the sight of my ugly mug, by the end of this week. Videos been coming thick and fast, what with Tony Moore being sacked and news updates and what have you. But just try to bring you the latest news and any news that I get when I get it. Just before we get into the match preview of our open coming game against West Brom, because despite all the speculation, and talk around the new manager, we do still have a game to play at the weekend, which I'll preview in a minute. But just want to give you a little bit of an update on the new manager. Apparently, it's been reported that Swedish manager Kim Hellsberg is in England at the moment, and he's going to have a meeting with Kyril, Louis-Dreyfus and Kristjaan Speakman today. He's gone from 16-1 to 4-1 in the betting. Now, I don't know anything about him, to be honest. I've even done a little bit of research on Google, and even his Wikipedia page has only got about 5 lines. So, even they didn't know anything about him. He's only 35-year-old. He only made seven appearances as a player. He's been a manager since 2011. He's only 35. I think his first job was when he was 23. He's managed only in Sweden, started off in Division 5. He was appointed manager of Coberan IF in 2013 at 25. He played in the Swedish division, that's the 7th tier. He left Coberan in the end of 2016. He was appointed manager of IF Sylvia in Division 2. His father, Stefan Hellsberg, is assistant coach at IFK in Norrköping, and has also been manager for IF Sylvia as well. In 2020, Kim joined his father and became assistant manager of IFK Norrköping. In December 2021, he was appointed manager of IFK Värnamo, and apparently they got promoted against all odds. He's worked under a tight budget, and the season's just finished last month, and I think that they escaped relegation, which was overachieving. They were expected to get relegated straight away. So for me, I don't know, with the names being linked, the likes of Will Still and what have you, I would still prefer to be going along that type of road. It's a big risk, this Hellsberg. I know he's only having talks, they'll be interviewing more than him, but he's over for an interview today, so we'll see what happens. There might be some news later on about how that's gone. But for me, not for me, I'd still be looking at likes of Will Still or Sabil. But them two managers we know are under contract. Hellsberg is out of contract, or it runs out on the end of December. So, without wanting to be too negative, of course we'll back him, but it seems like the easy option again and the cheap option if they do appoint him, which is quite sad to see based on where we are in the league, and we need to kick on, taking a big risk on a massively unproven manager who's managed in a poor standard of league. If we're honest, what standard is the Swedish league, I'm not too sure. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below about this Kim Hellsberg. Right, so on to West Brom. So West Brom, managed by Coberan, as we know, another one of these young, up-and-coming managers who plays great football. He was appointed manager of West Brom in October last year, and his record, as you can see on the screen, is pretty decent. With West Brom, he's played 53, won 26, drew 10, lost only 17, scored 77, conceded 58, a goal difference of plus 19, a win percentage of 49%. Fantastic record. If you remember, he was manager of Huddersfield a couple of years ago. Well, he just narrowly got beaten Nottingham Forest in the playoff final. Otherwise, he would have took them back to the Premier League. They do play some lovely football. I watched them against Leicester the other night, and they gave them a really good game. This season, they've played 19, won 9, drew 5, lost 5. They've scored 30, conceded 19. They've got 32 points, and they currently sit in 5th place. Their away record this season, they've played 9, won 3, drew 3, lost 3, scored 13, conceded 10. They've got 12 points. Recent form, they've got 6 wins in the last 10. The last 5 games look like this. So they lost at home against Leicester last time out 2-1, but they give them a really good game and Leicester scored in the 94th minute to win it. Prior to that, they beat Cardiff 1-0 away, they beat Ipswich 2-0 at home, they lost 2-1 to Southampton, and then they beat Hull 3-1. So considering they've played 4 teams in the top 5 in their last 5 games, it's quite an impressive run of form. To take points off Hull and Ipswich, who have been flying, is no great feat, so it's going to be a really, really tough game. Not the time that we want to be playing them with our current situation, and with Leeds coming up during the week, could be 2 tough games ahead. Top performers this season for them, John Swift, who's been one of their best players for a couple of years. I think even Tony Mowbray described him as one of the best players in the Championship not so long ago. Alex Moat and Kyle Bartley are their 3 top performers. Goal scorers, well, Swift is in there. He's got 6 from midfield. Brandon Thomas Asante has got 4, and Grady Dean Garner has got 3. Combine that with the assists, Dan Garner's got 3 assists, Matt Phillips has got 3 assists, and Jed Wallace has got 3 as well. So, they've got goals and assists all over the side. They're not going to be any pushover in any way, shape or form. This is going to be a tough game, make no bones about it. They're a good side, they're a physical side, and they play good football. So for us, based on all the turmoil, what's happened this week, Mike Dodds is taking charge of the first team, possibly for today. Who knows about midweek? We might have somebody in place by then. But I just hope he goes back to basics, and I hope he just makes us hard to beat, makes us more solid, and just goes back to playing players in their proper positions. There's been a lot of talk about, will Luke O'Nien now be moved out of defence like we've all been saying for the last few weeks, or will he keep his place? Me personally, I don't see any major changes. I think it'll be the same tactics and the same team. That's just the way I think he'll go. I hope I'm wrong. For me, I'd like to see us switch it up a little bit. We've won only 3 of the last 10, not one in the last 3. Lost at Plymouth, lost at home to Huddersfield, and then a 1-1 draw at Millwall last weekend. Poor run of form. So I'd like to see us go to a kind of a 3-5-2 formation with Patterson in goal, a back 3 of Triantis, Ballard and Sealt, Huggins and Hume as wing backs, Dan Neil, Pritchard back in the side because we've been crying out for him, alongside Jack Clark playing a little bit more inside but still getting forward, with Eliza Meander and Lewis Semedo up front. A little bit more of attacking presence, 2 big lads, powerful, strong. Let's see if we can get some of these centre forwards scoring. But like I say, for me, that's what I would pick. I don't think that's what Mike Dodds will do. I think it'll be the same kind of formation. So based on that, our score predictions, it'll depend on how the players have reacted to Tony Mowbray's sacking, and also, like I've said, what Dodds has been doing in training this week, how he set them up and how he's prepared them. I really, really do think it's going to be a tough game. I don't like predicting us to get beat, but just based on Dodds' previous, spell in charge where we were pretty awful, my heart says we'll get a draw, my head says we'll get beat. So I'm going to go for, and sit on the fence in between the two, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, just to try and steady the ship a little bit before this new manager comes in. Get your score predictions in the comments below for the shirt competition, for the SAFC shirt for next season. The only count in this video. Also, an update on the shirt giveaway is 2 people got the score right last week. So well done to Kip Vader and Alex Dixon, who both predicted 1-1. They get 3 points each. And David Edwards, who guessed a 2-2 draw, gets 2 points as well. So that kind of makes the leaderboard look like this. So Kip Vader has took the lead with 21 points. David Williams has got 19. Kenneth Allen 18. David Maynell 12. Alex Dixon's got 11. David Edwards 10. Brian Green at 8. Yorkshire Mackham 7. Christopher M. Jones 7. Bristolian Mackham 6, Banksy and Bell 5, Percy Thrower 4, Stuart Dyer 3, Finn N 3, Peter Smith 3, Robin Hood 2, David Joblin 2, Georgian Window 2, Hayes 2, John T 2, Robert Taylor 2, Dom Manolli, Loyal of the Fall, Brad Palmer, Colin Horton, David Newell, all on 2 as well. So that's where we are with the score predictions. And also, the Arsenal shirt behind. It's the last game for the goal predictions. So the last three, so we've had Plymouth 2-0, 2-1 against Huddersfield, 1-1 against Millwall. We're currently on 7 goals going into the last game against West Brom. These are the scores on the doors, with everybody still in with a chance. So, you know, good luck to everybody going into that final game. See how we get on, and I'll announce the winner in probably the review video or the video during the midweek, where there'll probably be another shirt giveaway coming as well. So that's just my match preview for West Brom. Like I say, get your comments, your score predictions in the comments below of how you think the game's going to go. Let me know what your thoughts are on Kim Hellsberg. Would you have him? Do you know anything about him? Because I certainly don't. But please like, share and subscribe if you don't mind. It'd be greatly appreciated. Until the next one, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.